From time to time, people put in the comments, ask me to talk about the supplements I take. So every morning I prepare my little concoctions, and I take a lump of ginger and a whole lemon, and I liquidize them after I've skinned them. Now, at this moment in time, I don't have what I consider to be an extremely important part of my elixir of life, which is polypore juice. Birch polypores. I've spoken to you about birch polypores before, the power of them, how I really consider that they are superb for reduction of inflammation, and considering that, you know, the vast majority of illnesses are derived out of inflammation, then we want to keep that down, don't we? And there's several foods, lots of foods I suppose, that you know, try to combat inflammation. But I discovered that when I was taking about at least half a pint of polypore juice, quite concentrated, each day, and I did it for like 6 or 8 months, because I you know, I knew where there was quite a large amount of these polypores. And I collected them up, and I prepared them and froze them down and dried some of them out. If you put polypore in the search banner on my channel, you'll see all those videos. Very, very useful for those of you that have got birch woods in your vicinity and fancy doing that to reduce inflammation. Now, what it did for me was I had edema for a couple of years on my ankles and my feet, particularly when I was doing a lot of walking and foraging. I'd get like half an inch of swelling on my ankles, and you know, when you push your finger in like that, it leaves the indentation because there's all fluid there. I used to get cold sores about every 3 months or something, particularly in the summer, because they don't like the sun. And I had an issue with my lower lumbar, which I'd had for many, many years, but all those things miraculously went away, and they haven't come back. So, coincidence? I don't think there's any such thing as coincidence, people. So where I used to get these polypore is about 25 miles away, and I don't go there anymore, because me and my friend used to go, but now he's taking time out in his reclusion. He likes to do that every so often. And so probably I'll just jump in a taxi one day and spend 25 quid on a round trip, and I'll gather up a right good bunch which will last me another best part of a year before next season. And so any of you which have got anything like, I don't know, gout or back problems or anything which constitutes inflammation, if you are of the variety whereby you will forage and you will prepare and you will drink this stuff, do a little bit of research on YouTube and you'll find out that it's a superfood. So I don't have that today, but what else do I have? I have these things down here. Now, in here I have a certain little mushroom. Now, these mushrooms, apparently they were psychedelic. You know, the ones I was like, yeah. Well, these are from a year or two, and so they lose their potency, and so I've been microdosing them for about 2 weeks, and I'll finish off on about another 10 days, the amount I've got in here. Then I'll start again with fresh stuff. But there's many health benefits with psilocybin mushrooms, people. So I put that much in one of those. Here I have what's these flowers? Oh, for goodness me, they're like a daisy. What's those flowers? I'll remember in a minute. Then I have collagen, and I'll take 20 grams of collagen, and bang that in there like that. Collagen for healthy skin and bones and all that sort of thing. Then I'll take 5-7 grams of creatine monohydrate for added strength and power, and I will stir this one up. The collagen is a little bit sticky. You know, it takes a little bit of, because it's animal gelatin, you know, crushed bones and all that sort of thing. Then I have a teaspoon of turmeric, a good teaspoon like this. This is, you know, it helps with stabilising homeostasis. For people that suffer from anxiety or depression or something like that, then it brightens up their life. Then the black pepper, because the black pepper helps with the absorption with the turmeric. If you just take turmeric on its own, then you may not get the results you're looking for. Now, none of this stuff tastes nice, people. And so any of you guys and girls that are very fussy about what things taste like, and you need everything in a baby gummy before you take it, well, you won't be into all this sort of stuff. Then, those aside, I've got evening primrose, a couple of those, and I've got glucosamine sulfate, cartilage. It's for cartilage, people. For all your joints. Then I have magnesium glycinate, and I forget exactly what that's for, but I know it was very important, particularly during the time of the so-called COVID. Vitamin C with zinc. Then we've got vitamin D. And I'll take 3 of these a day, which constitutes 12,000 milligrams or IU. And then, well, here we go. So it's pretty nasty. And this is the only crunchable, so I have to put that in the mouth. I'm holding my nose so I don't taste it. Of course, it's spicy for the ginger and sour for the lemon, burns the throat. Then the turmeric and black pepper. And that's it for another day. And then I've got to go and clean my teeth, because the tongue gets bright yellow with this stuff. And what are these flowers? You know, the big daisy type flowers. Chamomile flowers. Now, chamomile, you can make tea out of these, 2 heaped teaspoons of this, and it's supposed to be calming and soothing. And what I do is I'll boil up about a pint of that, pretty concentrated, sift off all the flowers, and put the concentrate in the fridge, and then I'll have these, but I ran out yesterday, so I'm going to make some more today. So looking at things that keep you calm and smooth and all that sort of thing. Now, what I do know is, people, also, and this may apply to you as well, that if you drink coffee with caffeine in it, then if you're anything like me, which someone that has a very, very calm disposition, because I don't have stress, I don't have problems and issues and all that, and I've learned how to reduce all that and manage it and meditate every day and all those sort of things. And so on top of that, I take several of these things which just make sure. But what I do notice is when I take coffee with caffeine in it, and yesterday I inadvertently bought this one. My daughter comes round last night and she doesn't drink caffeine either, and said, "Oh, you want coffee?" And she says, yeah. So I got this out. She says, "Oh, it's not decaf." I'm like, "Oh, fuck." So I'll give that to her fiance and he'll take it to work and share it with the lads, and then I'll get some more decaf today. But if I take 1 cup, then I have an awareness inside of a racing. And lots of you will say, "Oh, I need the racing, I love the racing, it gets me started, it gets me up, it wakes me up, and this, that and that." I don't need any of that. I'm already awake. I'm not one of these sluggish sorts of people who's, oh, where's the coffee, where's my fags, and you know, you need all this stuff before you can face the world. Well, I wake up bright and energised and, you know, ready to go for another beautiful day. And when I'm sitting down reading, which I do for about an hour each and every morning, I will notice my disposition absolutely calm, and I can't feel anything going on, right? Can't feel anything. When your body is in absolute perfection, you won't feel anything. But as soon as you start to feel anxious or fear-based or agitated, then of course your homeostasis is out of equilibrium, isn't it? And so the cortisol is dripping, or you know, there's something that's feeding the anxiety. And what caffeine does for me, it gives me a very slight taste of that anxiety, because of the caffeine. It's making the heart beat a little bit faster than it normally does as it rests in state. I don't like it, so that's why I don't drink caffeinated coffee. And for those who do drink, oh, cup after cup after cup, and you think you need it, I think you're poisoning yourself, people, because, you know, 1 or 2 cups is supposed to be beneficial for the antioxidants in the cocoa beans. A little bit of caffeine is supposed to be, you know, useful as well. But, you know, you can abuse it, and I'm pretty sure that lots of people, if they're not drinking any water or fluids and like juice and things like that, they're just drinking loads of caffeine, then you're dehydrating yourself, you're not giving yourself enough water, and you are agitating your homeostasis system. Basically, you're kicking it out of sync, and you may think that you need that, like some people think that they need nicotine. Oh, I need the nicotine, but it's just a habit, and it's just an addiction. I promise you, if you didn't take any of those things, then you wonder why you ever took them in your life, because you most certainly don't need them. You just think you do because you're addicted. So there you have it, people. Start your day with something like that.